Hi, my name is Gustavo Arciniegas, and in this video, I'm going to show you the main functionalities of our GDSE, or Geodesign Decision Support Environment, which has been applied in 6 case studies throughout Europe. In this video, we're going to focus on the city of Amsterdam to demonstrate the key functionalities of the software.
Have you ever wanted to visualize flows of food waste and use this information to improve the circular economy in your city? The Geodesign Decision Support Environment, or GDSE, helps your city to follow a living lab process to achieve this goal. This process involves workshops structured in 5 steps: study area, status quo, targets, strategy, and conclusions. The first step, study area, deals with the reaching and understanding of the study area and its current waste management, and happens in early stages of the Living Lab process. Stakeholders participating in a peri-urban Living Lab workshop or pool workshop view maps of the study area, explore waste management charts, and learn about the key waste flows in the area, as well as other stakeholders involved in the process. The next GDSE step, status quo, aims to help stakeholders achieve a common understanding about the core waste flows defined for the study area. The stakeholders learn how key waste is flowing in their city, where and how much, and the main circular economy goals in the city. Here we show food waste flows in Amsterdam, particularly producers of coffee grounds waste. On the left panel, we see total quantities of coffee ground waste distinguished by activity and displayed as a Sankey diagram. In green, we see small and medium enterprises, and in orange, we see consumption in households. On the right panel, we see a map connected to the flows on the Sankey diagram and showing all flows of coffee waste. We can see where the flow originates, the actors involved, where the waste goes, how much materials, and the direction of the flow. For example, this particular flow starts at this actor and carries 835 tons of coffee waste per year and ends at this actor here, which is a waste incineration facility. Flows of waste can be visualized at 3 levels, being activity group, activity, and actor level, which is the most detailed level. Also, flows can be visualized on the basis of particular materials. In this case, we see only flows of coffee waste for the city of Amsterdam. During a workshop, stakeholders learn about key flows of waste in their city and use these visualizations to jointly identify possible hotspots for collaboration, synergy, where circular economy strategies can potentially be implemented. In this map, we can also see that, for example, flows of waste for the city of Amsterdam involve areas that are far away from the city. In the next step, called targets, participants of the pool workshop agree to a ranking of the circular economy goals and connect these goals to flow targets. To rank a circular economy goal in the GDSE, participants select a goal box and drag it to a desired rank, for example, second rank. Now, how to set targets to define goals using the GDSE? The stakeholders set the circular economy targets that they will try to meet by means of their waste management strategies. For example, here we will try to increase separation and collection rate for households by decreasing avoidable waste by 50%. The fourth GDSE step strategy helps stakeholders co-develop eco-innovative strategies for their city. stakeholders use the GDSE to select existing eco-innovative solutions and draw implementations of these solutions at desired spots or locations in their study area. And also, they can see the effects on the existing flows of these solutions. In here, we can see a list of available eco-innovative solutions which have been developed by researchers of the Living Lab based on the circular economy goals of the city. Now, let's have a look at one eco-innovative solution in more detail. This eco-innovative solution is called BioBean and turns coffee waste into renewable energy. This screen shows a description of the selected solution. In here, we can see two schemes: the current process of coffee grounds waste and the proposed process in the solution. The current process is linear and finishes at a disposal and perhaps landfill or incineration plants. The proposed process follows a more circular path in which the coffee grounds are collected, transported, processed, and turned into renewable energy. In a typical pool workshop, small groups of participants work in parallel on their strategies for a particular key flow. Think of a session holding small groups with circular economy goals and priorities and representing, for example, the industry, waste management companies, other municipalities and governments, environmental NGOs, and citizens. In one small group of stakeholders, participants work as a team and jointly draw implementations of selected solutions across the study area. Now, let's add solution BioBean from waste coffee to biofuel. Participants chose the BioBean solution, which we have described before, and indicate which stakeholders should be involved in the development of the solution for Amsterdam. Also, participants can indicate a percentage of available waste coffee ground that could be used for this solution. And for example, we set it here at 50%. Here, a participant of a small group wants to draw on the map an implementation of the solution in the center of Amsterdam and outside. The background map shows all actors that generate coffee grounds waste in the study area. Using the GDSE, participants can draw multiple implementations of the same solution and also of other solutions that are part of the integrated eco-innovative strategy to develop the circular economy in the city of Amsterdam. So now a participant can draw an implementation of the BioBean solution, for example, in the city of Amsterdam, but also outside the city. For example, in this location here, and this other location here, capturing all the actors that generate coffee waste. The GDC then assesses all the strategies that were drawn by all the small groups, both in terms of sustainability and circularity. The flows and actors that are inside a drawn polygon are incorporated in the calculations to modify the flow situation and thereby reduce quantities of waste in the study area. Here we show the final GDSE step called conclusions, in which the work of all small groups is presented, compared, and discussed with the entire group of workshop participants. And these comparisons are on the basis of objectives, flow targets, strategies drawn, modified flows, and sustainability. This happens in a plenary session at the end of the workshop. Here in the screen, we can see how the GDSE presents a comparison of how the group ranked and prioritized the circular economy objectives in the city of Amsterdam. We see here 5 small groups representing industry, governance, and research organization that participated in a pool workshop. In this screen, we see a comparison of how the groups set their targets for circular economy goals and to what extent the goals were achieved with the strategies they developed. The GDC also determines which solutions were used the most by the small groups and presents a comparison of this solution usage. The locations of all solutions are also shown. This can be potentially interesting to identify synergies and areas for further collaboration. This screen shows all activities and the actors under these activities who were involved in the solutions developed by the small groups. And finally, the GDC also shows a comparison of the effects of the strategies on the existing flows of waste. For example, the BioBean solution might have an impact on the flows of coffee grounds in the form of a decrease by a certain percentage of this flow.
So this was the last step of this demonstration. Thank you for watching and goodbye.